is it's not going to materially change the visual appearance of the sign, which has been in effect for 28 years. And similar colors. Let's see, obviously approval of the sign is not going to change the parking requirements. It's not going to change the building, the location of the building, the orientation of the building. And it's going to, I guess for the record, we should say, the board notes that the existing property is a rather unique property located directly at the intersection of three roads, Route 35, Rector Place, and North Bridge Avenue. And the board notes that this property is not shaped like a traditional square or rectangle. Rather, it is triangular in nature with a literal point at the intersection of the aforesaid three roads. And we also are aware that this property is located at the essential foot of the Cooper's Bridge. And this unique location, obviously, there is a need for this sign. And the so-called technical or front portion of the property where patrons line up and order Italian ice and pay for that Italian ice is where the sign is going to be located. That's logical, that's practical, and that makes sense. And for the testimony and evidence presented, this sign is not going to have blinking lights or flashing lights or changing requirements that would in any way cause confusion amongst the driving public. And just a few more. We are going to say that the sign approved herein will actually aid in the orientation of individuals and drivers, pedestrians who are looking for the store. The sign, subject to the conditions, is not going to divert drivers' collective eyes from either of the three roadways. This new sign will reasonably maintain the visibility for the applicant's storefront, which has existed for 28 years. This sign will help drivers traveling along the road to be made aware of where the Italian ice facility is. This, let's see, this sign is not going to change the number of employees or customers or patrons, and it will be visible for people in the area. It's not going to knowingly interfere with any surrounding residential areas. And the ability of drivers coming down Route 35 heading south to easily observe this sign will likely minimize the opportunity for unfamiliar drivers to unknowingly drive by the site and then have to take awkward and unexpected movements to turn around. Given the nature of this heavily trafficked area, it is important for the sign not distract motorists, and that's why we asked for testimony in that regard. Again, to Mr. Cagno's point, there are no blinking or flashing lights. And it's going to be a stationary sign the whole time, and it's not utilized for third-party advertising or anything like that. And the absence of the sign could compromise the ability of unfamiliar individuals to identify the subject place. The new sign is attractive and will help and will provide a desirable visual environment. And no known public objections associated with the application. The sign will not cause confusion amongst traveling motorists. And let's see, just for the record, our sign ordinance adopted by the Red Bank Borough Council establishes a couple of objectives. One, to encourage signs which promote a desirable visual environment through creative yet orderly design arrangements. And it also, another objective is to encourage signs which aid orientation, identify activities, describe local history and character, or serve other educational purposes. We as a board find that approval of this application will serve the aforesaid purposes. This sign, subject to our conditions, is not going to unduly interfere with or otherwise unduly block other signs or advertisements in the area. It's not going to have any type of detrimental impact on adjoining properties, and it satisfies the statutory requirements. So and then the conditions, we don't need to repeat them again. But Mr. Chairman, sorry about that. If that's acceptable, we can adopt that as subject to Shauna's technical review.
I'll make a motion to approve that resolution.
A second.
Ann Torrey,
Yes.
Raymond Mass.
Yes.
Eileen Hogan,
Yes.
Van Euro,
Yes.
Sharon Lee,
Yes.
Vincent Light,
Yes.
Paul Cagle.
Yes.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you very much. Lindsay, I know, just want to thank you for seeing. Great to see everybody now, so. I know it's late, but happy to be here.
You do it.
Thank you.
Motion to adjourn.
Second. Who's second, who's whatever. Eileen was first.